guild room. Oh yeah. honored to be your Master of Ceremonies for today's Eagle Scout Court of Honor, celebrating my brothers, Jacob and Ethan. We are gathered here today as part of Evanston Troop 924, proudly chartered by Northminster Presbyterian Church, a partnership that has flourished since 1926. On behalf of our scouts, scoutmasters, the entire Troop 924 family, and my family, I want to warmly welcome you all. Today, we will recognize and honor Ethan and Jacob Martin, whose journey to this moment reflects the very best of what Scouting stands for. Today is a major milestone, not just for Jacob and Ethan, but for all who have had the privilege of walking alongside them. This ceremony is more than earning a rank. It's about recognizing the growth, perseverance, joy, and community that have shaped their scouting journey. Before we begin our program, I'd like to introduce a few special people. Please rise as I call your name. Reverend Michael Kirby, Senior Pastor, Northminster Presbyterian Church. Gretchen Wooldridge, Northminster Presbyterian Representative. Tisha Martin, Troop 924 Committee Chair. Jerry Wright, Scoutmaster of Troop 924B. Jill Veland, Scoutmaster of Troop 924G. Alan Alexander, Assistant Scoutmaster. Angela Curtis, Assistant Scoutmaster. Zach Brown, Assistant Scoutmaster. Jim Donovan, Assistant Scoutmaster. And Britt Bauer, Assistant Scoutmaster of Troop 924 and Clubmaster of Pack 922. Thank you. Now, please rise for the invocation presented by Pastor Michael Kirby, and remain standing for the presentation of the colors and the Pledge of Allegiance.
First, let me welcome you to Northminster Presbyterian Church. It's our great privilege to have you with us today. And a few logistical matters. Most of you know already, but you'll go to the reception through this door. Through that door, you'll also find washrooms. The non-gendered washroom is immediately to the right on the hallway. Ladies' room is down the hall slightly. There are also washrooms at the bottom of the stairs you'll find immediately outside this hall. Friends, let us join together in prayer. Holy One, we thank you for the opportunity to come together as family, friends, mentors, leaders, and fellow scouts on this significant day in the life of Ethan and Jacob. Today is a celebration of their journeys full of challenges, friendships, struggles, and occasionally a little fun. Today, we think of all the merit badges earned along the way, the oaths committed to, the character these young people developed, and the service to our community these two worked so hard to bring about. Little by little, month by month, and year by year, they were faithful, and we celebrate their commitment and hard work. So we ask for your blessing on Jacob and Ethan this day, their families who supported and encouraged them, and their fellow scouts who helped them along the way. Bless the scout leaders, the combined troops of 924, and all those who are here physically or in spirit. Continue to walk with these young men as they take these next steps in becoming the scouts and the people you desire them to be. Amen.
Troop formation. Troop, attention. Color guard, attention. Color guard, forward march. Bugler, sound off. Please square off to the American sorry. Color guard. Color guard. Color guard, post the colors. Please square off to the American flag and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. If you're in uniform, please use the Scout and salute, and if not, hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please square off to the Scout flag and join me in the oath and law. Scout sign. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout law. To help the people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. The Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Please be seated.
Today, we have the distinct honor of recognizing Jacob and Ethan for achieving the rank of Eagle Scout. The parents, Scout leaders, mentors, and friends present today have walked alongside Ethan and Jacob, guiding, encouraging, and believing in them every step of their way. Their dedication and support have helped shape the young men we honor now, and their efforts came together at this moment as Jacob and Ethan prepare to receive Scouting's highest award. But today is more than just a celebration of what Jacob and Ethan have achieved. The real impact of their journey will be seen in how they continue to live out their lives and the values of Scouting through the example they set and the lives they touch. Honor Guard, please escort Jacob and Ethan before this court of honor, where they will be prepared to receive the highest rank in Scouting, Eagle Scout. I now invite former 924 member and Eagle Scout, Calvin Woldridge, to officially convene this court of honor.
This candle represents the spirit of Scouting, a spirit that burns brightly in the heart of every Scout. Let us renew our spirit by reminding ourselves of the meaning of the Scout law.
A Scout is trustworthy. A Scout's honor is to be trusted. He is honest and keeps his promises. People can depend upon him. A Scout is loyal. A Scout stands by those he cares about, his family, friends, troop, and country. Loyalty means sticking together, even when it's not easy.
A Scout is helpful. A scout is ready and willing to serve others without expecting reward. He looks for chances to lend a hand and make life better for those around him. A scout is friendly. A scout is a friend to all. He offers kindness to strangers and warmth to those who feel left out. He knows that friendship can bridge any divide.
A scout is courteous. A scout is polite to everyone, regardless of age or position. He shows respect with his words and actions and treats others with dignity. A scout is kind. A scout treats others as he wants to be treated. He understands that small acts of kindness can make a big difference.
A scout is obedient. A scout follows the rules and represents authority. He understands that discipline brings freedom and that order makes service possible. A scout is cheerful. A scout looks for the bright side, even in hard times. He tackles challenges with a positive spirit and lifts others with his attitude.
A scout is thrifty. A scout uses resources wisely and avoids waste. He prepares for the future, saves when he can, and gives generously when others are in need. A scout is brave. A scout faces danger and adversity with courage. He stands up for what is right, and even when he is alone.
A scout is clean. A scout keeps his body and mind clean. He chooses healthy habits and surrounds himself with uplifting influences. He leaves places better than he found them. A scout is reverent. A scout is faithful in his beliefs and respects the beliefs of others. He finds strength in the reflection and reveres the mysteries greater than himself.
I would now like to introduce Jim Woldridge, former Northminster Troop 24 Eagle Scout, our Troops Advancement Coordinator, and Life to Eagle Coach. Mr. Woldridge will share the requirements of an Eagle Scout.
We are here tonight to honor these young men as they become Eagle Scouts. As we celebrate them, it's important to remember what it truly means to be an Eagle Scout. The 1938 Handbook for Scoutmasters says that the badges a scout wears are not signs that he's passed certain tests. There's no past tense implied. Each badge says, I can, right now and here. And that's what being an Eagle Scout is all about. To reach this rank, they advanced through Scout, Tenderfoot, Second Class, First Class, Star, Life, and finally, Eagle. They earned 14 required merit badges and at least 7 electives, served in leadership roles for over 16 months, and completed countless hours of service, including the hundreds of hours that Jacob and Ethan dedicated for their Eagle projects. In total, they completed hundreds of requirements to stand here today. Only about 6% of Scouts ever earned the rank of Eagle. It is rare. It represents leadership, perseverance, and service. And it is not the end of the journey. It's the beginning of another. An Eagle Scout is an outdoorsman. He knows how to camp, cook, swim, navigate with a map and compass, and care for the world around him. He understands conservation and has worked to protect the environment. He lives by the motto, be prepared. knowing how to respond in emergencies and how to care for others in times of need. He's thrifty and responsible, setting financial goals and planning for the future. He contributes to his family and understands the importance of strong relationships. Through elective merit badges, he's explored new skills and interests, broadening his knowledge and abilities. An Eagle Scout is a model citizen. He understands how government works, stays informed, and participates in his community. He values physical health and continually pushes himself to grow stronger physically, mentally, and socially. As that old handbook reminds us, the Eagle Scout badge is not a decoration. It's a symbol of knowledge, ability, and readiness to serve. These young men have proven they are prepared, not just for today, but for whatever comes next. All right, that was it.
Thank you, Mr. Wooldridge, for sharing with us the requirements of an Eagle Scout. We are gathered here tonight to mark the culmination of a long journey, a journey up the trail to Eagle.
Nearly 8 years ago, as fifth graders, Jacob and Ethan Martin crossed over from Pack 922 to Troop 924, and soon after, they both earned the rank of Scout. Even then, they were already beginning to understand that Scouting was about more than tying knots or building fires. It was about capturing the spirit of shared experience. Alongside this role, they earned their very first merit badge, music, along with the help of Mr. Alexander.
Their new Scout rank patch didn't stay on their uniform long, however. Their first summer in the troop, they were to attend Owasippi Scout Reservation thanks to Mr. Donovan and Mr. Mueller, after Camp Makajawan was closed due to damage by an extreme storm. They earned their first aid merit badge, swimming merit badge, and eventually their tenderfoot rank. Ethan would also take his first leadership role as the den chief to the Webelos of Pack 922.
Soon after, they began to attend merit badge workshops. They completed Citizenship in the World, Leatherwork, Scouting Heritage, Geocaching, Signs, Signals, and Codes, and Fish and Wildlife Management, and earned their second-class rank.
They earned their first-class rank on the same day thanks to the progress made during the summer. As a first-class rank scout, Ethan would serve as the assistant patrol leader for the Pyro Birds Patrol, and Jacob elected to serve as patrol leader of the Flaming Arrows Patrol. They both were introduced into the Order of the Arrow, the Honor Society of Scouting, on April 20th, 2021.
With foundations in place, the next stretch of their trail required even more dedication. Ethan added Citizenship into the Nation, Environmental Science, Chess, and Family Life merit badge to his collection. He would get more involved with both the troop in the Order of the Arrow as scribe and OA representative for the troop. Jacob earned his environmental science, family life, and citizenship in the Nation Merit Badge. They got more involved in the troop by continuing his tenure as patrol leader and becoming an assistant senior patrol leader for the troop.
The journey to Life Scout took longer, not because Ethan and Jacob slowed down, but because life got bigger. Both twins earned metalwork, kayaking, space exploration, life-saving, rifle shooting, and emergency preparedness merit badges. Ethan took the role of patrol leader to the Pyrobirds and continued his service to the Order of the Arrow by serving as the OA chapter secretary, and then later the OA chapter chief of the Namakani chapter. As a life rank scout, he would attend NOAC, the National Order of the Arrow Convention, in 2022 and 2024, and attended the National Jamboree in 2023. Jacob chose to serve his troop further by serving as senior patrol leader, assistant senior patrol leader, and troop guide. Both earned their life rank on February 15th of 2022.
There is now one final step on their scouting journey.
All right, Jacob and Ethan, today you stand at a threshold. Earning the rank of Eagle Scout is not just the recognition of a journey, it's the opening of a door. From this point on, the question is not, what have you done, but what will you do with what you have become? Wherever your trail leads, in college, relationships, in your work, and in ways that you choose to give back, you will face moments when you must decide what kind of person you want to be. You will meet people who need someone they can trust. You'll encounter challenges that require you to slow down, pay attention, and act with a purpose. Even when the easier path is to look away and move on. And in those moments, you won't be starting from new. You'll already know what it means to lead with integrity, to seek what is true, and to stand by your values even when doing so is costly. You have learned how to work as a team, how to lead, how to follow, how to plan ahead and adapt when plans change. These are not just skills for scouting, but skills for life. So I have the honor to give you the Eagle Scout Charge on the occasion of your elevation to the highest rank in scouting. You have been judged worthy of this rank by those who have watched you learn, serve, and lead. All who know you rejoice in this achievement. As Eagle Scouts, you now assume a solemn obligation to do your duty to God and to your country, to your fellow Scouts, and mankind in general. This is a serious undertaking. As you live up to your obligations, you bring honor to yourselves, to your family, and to your troop, and to the whole movement of scouting. The Scout Oath and Law, those aren't words that we just recite at meetings. They are a way of life. They're what will draw you when you're faced with uncertainty. when others around you hesitate, or when you feel the pull to do what is easy instead of what is right. Return to these promises that you have made. Your conduct along the trail has been excellent, and you've rededicated yourselves to the principles of scouting. But one more thing is important, your future. Remember that your actions are now a little more conspicuous, so people are going to expect more of you. To falter in your responsibility would not only reflect upon you, but also your fellow Eagles and all of Scouting. The torch you carry is not yours, but is all of ours. Jacob and Ethan, I now charge you to keep your compass steady even when the path is unclear. Make choices that reflect not just who you are now, but who you hope to become. And never underestimate how far your small acts of kindness, curiosity, and courage can reach. On behalf of the Court of Honor, your fellow Scouts, and the long tradition of Eagles who've gone before you, we welcome you into the Fellowship of Eagle Scouts and congratulate you, your parents, and your Scout leaders. So, Ethan and Jacob, countless times in your Scout journey, you've joined with your fellow Eagles in repeating the Scout oath. Now you will stand and repeat a new oath, the Eagle Scout promise. Though the words you say are similar to those you said many times before, tonight they will mean more to you than they ever have. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, you will be sealing your oath with the words that close the Declaration of Independence. So I would now like to invite all Eagle Scouts in the audience to join us here on the altar, to stand behind Jacob and Ethan and rededicate themselves by repeating the Eagle Scout promise with our new Eagle Scouts. So come on up. All right. So please hold the Scout sign and repeat after me. I reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath. I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout. On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example, my rank and my influence count strongly for better scouting and for better citizenship in my troop, in my communities, and in my contacts with other people. To this I pledge my sacred honor. 2. All right. Thank you. You guys may be seated.
Hello? Would the honor guard please escort the candidates' parents forward? Ethan and Jacob, your parents have undoubtedly been your primary source of guidance and strength. No one will ever know the countless acts of self-sacrifice from your mother. I'd like your mother to pin the Eagle Medal on your uniforms. recognition of your mother's devotion, please present her with the Eagle Mother's pen. Your father has been a source of much advice and guidance along the Eagle Trail. So I'd like him to present you with the Eagle neckerchief and slide. So, in return, Ethan and Jacob, please present your father with his Eagle Father pen. Honor guard, would you escort the parents back to their seats? All right. And now it gives me great pleasure to present to you our newest Eagle Scouts, Jacob and Ethan Martin. All right. All right. So, we're actually not done yet. So, in addition to earning the 21 merit badges required for Eagle Scout, Jacob went on to earn another 8 merit badges. For every 5 badges over 21, a scout earns an Eagle Palm. Both Jacob and Ethan have earned a bronze palm. Didn't say how many you. Same? Okay. Congratulations, guys. Well, Jacob and Ethan, time is here. It's time for you to move your name plaque one last time. All right. Can we give these guys another round of applause? All right. So now I would like to introduce George Heyman from the United States Marine Corps League for a special presentation.
Can everybody hear me? I'm the only Westerner who abided in the mark. It makes it easier. I'm always glad to be here, and let me get over here by you guys. Because my son's an Eagle, and he got his Eagle Scout 2 days before he left for the Marine Corps and came back and actually got his Eagle Scout in his dress blues, which was quite a thing, and having all my Marine buddies, that was harassing. But I'm always glad to be here. To me, it's a real honor and everything. So, are there any other veterans here? Doesn't have to be a Marine Corps. No? Yes. What service, sir? Army. Come on up. My dad was Army, Your Honor, too. Thank you. On behalf of the Commandant of the Marine Corps, we offer a sincere congratulations on your tremendous achievement in attaining the rank of Eagle Scout. You are a member of the select group of scouts who, through their exemplary leadership and service to others, have made a difference in their community and in our nation. Many Eagle Scouts have attained positions of great responsibility in business, government, and education. I am certain that Scouting played a major role in developing them as great citizens. I don't know if you know this, Jim Lovell was an Eagle Scout, and you saw what he did in that emergency, and things like that. I'm lucky to have known him.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate this Court of Honor. It is truly a privilege to stand before you and join the ranks of what many consider the very best that Scouting has to offer. To the younger Scouts sitting in the audience, not too long ago, I was exactly where you are now, watching others walk across the stage to receive the Eagle rank. I remember when Jack Donovan became the first Eagle Scout I personally knew. Seeing someone I look up to earn this distinguished rank made it feel real. It showed me that this wasn't just something other people achieved. It was something I could strive for too. I could be that Scout. Today, after years of campouts, service projects, leadership roles, challenges, and growth, I'm grateful to say that I am that Scout. The trail here has not always been smooth. There were setbacks, lessons learned the hard way, character building, and moments of doubt. But Scouting has taught me perseverance, responsibility, and leadership, lessons that reach far beyond uniform or a rank. While I'm deeply honored to stand here, I know I did not get here alone. Every word of encouragement, every ride to a meeting, every small act of kindness and guidance has shaped me into the person I am today. I would like to recognize a couple of people here who have made this journey possible. The first time I met Mr. Wright, I was a Weeblo Scout. He served as our den leader and has been a steady source of guidance ever since. As Scoutmaster, he has led our troop with patience, dedication, and integrity. Mr. Wright, you have always been there when I needed advice, and our troop is stronger because of your leadership. If it wasn't for your encouragement, I wouldn't be in Scouting and stand before you today. It is my honor to present you with a mentorship pin. Mr. Brown has also played a significant role in my journey, especially as I became involved with the Order of the Arrow. When I first joined the OA, he encouraged me to step into a leadership position. After I was elected chapter secretary, he took the time to guide me and help me grow into that role. Your steady support and belief in me have meant more than I can say. I am honored to present you with this mentorship pin as well. I would also like to thank Northminster Presbyterian Church and Pastor Kirby for graciously allowing us to use this space as our meeting place and for taking part in the ceremony. Your hospitality has given our troop a wonderful place to call home. To everyone who came out on that October weekend to help with my Eagle project, thank you. Your time and effort have made this project possible. To those who donated materials or funds, your generosity allowed my project to become a reality. I'm especially grateful to my project beneficiary, Mitch Ransdell, for his responsiveness, guidance, and constant support throughout the process. I truly could not have asked for a better partner in this effort. Finally, I want to thank my family. My brothers have always been there for me, supporting me in ways both big and small. They have been with me through all my ups and downs, and I thank them for it. And to my parents, there are not enough words to express my gratitude. From driving me to countless meetings and campouts, to helping me meet deadlines I may have waited a little too long to start. You have sacrificed your time and energy so that I could succeed. Your love and support have made all the difference, not only in my Scouting ability, but as I continue to grow as a man. Earning the rank of Eagle Scout is a milestone, but it is also a responsibility. I hope to carry forward the values of Scouting has taught me, service, leadership, and integrity into everything I do. Thank you all for being here and for being part of my journey. I'm truly grateful. Before I move into my thank yous, I would like to first impart something I learned during my Eagle Scout Board of Review. During my Board of Review, I was asked a question that caught me off guard. What do you say when your friends call Scouting weird? I paused for a second, pondering the question for a little bit. After a while, I said this: Scouting is a little weird, but that's not a bad thing because there is truly no other experience like Scouting. Scouting is weird because it asks more of you. It pushes you into uncomfortable situations so you can grow. It puts you outside in the rain, cold, and dark. It puts you in moments where plans fail, and then it asks you to adapt and change. I want to reiterate, there is truly no other experience like scouting. No other experience gives you so many chances to fail and then stand back up. No other experience gives you the space not just to grow, but to actively shape and refine the adult you want to become. And the truth is, none of that growth happens alone. That brings me to my thanks. First, I would like to thank Northminster Presbyterian Church and Pastor Kirby for giving the truth both the opportunity to grow and a place to meet for nearly 100 years. Special thank you to Mr. Wright for his guidance throughout the years and advice throughout the project. For those who don't know, then Leader Wright was one of the few reasons that I crossed over into Scouts. When I had a question or ran into challenges, you were there with experience and steady direction. Your mentorship made a real difference in my scouting career. Due to this mentorship, I would like to present Mr. Wright with this Eagle Mentorship Pen. I also want to thank all the Scouts in Troop 924 and my friends at ETHS who showed up and worked on the project. Your time and effort mean more than you know. You gave up part of your day to help me succeed, and that speaks to the kind of community that Scouting can help build. To my brothers Ethan and Alex, although we may not always see eye to eye, our brotherhood has always been one of the main pillars to help me go forward with life. You are truly my best friends in life, and you have both always stood by my side. Thank you for all of your support and the many great memories we have created. I would also like to thank all of the parents of Troop 924 and all of my donors. Your generosity made my Eagle project possible. Without your contributions, the vision I had would have stayed just an idea. You trusted me with your resources, and I'm deeply grateful for that trust. Lastly, I have a very special thank you. I wrote a letter to my dad, who was instrumental not only in my project, but in my entire scouting journey. If you'll bear with me, I'd like to share it now. Dear Dad, 4 years ago, I wrote a letter when it was time to shed the blanket that is my mother's love. And now it is time to shed the shield that is my dad's. When I wrote the letter to my mom, I said, when you get old and reflect on your life, I hope that you will be satisfied with your parenting. Now, writing this letter to you, Dad, I have a different thought. Whenever I look back on the parenting that I received from both of my parents, I know that I will be forever grateful and satisfied. Most of you here probably know how my mom has influenced my life. My mother is my passion and my drive. But if my mom is the unstoppable force in my life, then my dad is the immovable object. Where she pushes me forward, he grounds me. Where she inspires, he stabilizes. And where she fuels the fire, he builds the foundation. It is hard to imagine the man I would be without my dad. There is no Jacob without Matthew Martin's sacrifice, guidance, and humor. There is no Jacob without countless of hours poured into homework at the kitchen table or long nights fixing up computers that I somehow managed to mess up. There is no Jacob without my father's steady voice when I fail, when I fall short, and when I make mistakes. Dad, you have been my shield. Not one that protects me from every hardship, but one that makes me strong enough to face them. You didn't remove any of my obstacles. You stood by me as I learned to climb them. You didn't solve every problem I had, but taught me how to think through them. And so, I thank you. I thank you for the time poured into my Eagle project, from bouncing ideas off of you, to troubleshooting, to making sure it was done right, even when good enough would have been easier. I thank you for your patience when I was frustrated, and for your words of wisdom when I was feeling down. I thank you for the quiet sacrifices that often go unnoticed, but never unfelt. More than anything, I thank you for the example you set, for showing me what responsibility looks like, what integrity looks like, what steady, dependable love looks like. If I become half the man that you are, I will consider that a success. Dad, shedding the shield does not mean I no longer need it. It means you've done your job. You've prepared me to carry that strength myself. Thank you for being my foundation, my protector, and my example. I love you always, Jacob M.
Thank you, Jacob and Ethan. Today has indeed been special. Thank you all for coming out and participating in this wonderful event. But let's give our new Eagle Scouts one more round of applause. I'd also like to remind you all that the reception is down the hall in the guild room following the ceremony and the closing. And I now invite Northminster's pastor, Michael Kirby, to give our benediction. Please stand for the benediction.
Let us again pray. Holy One, an Eagle Scout Court of Honor marks the end of one journey, or two today, and the commitment to two new journeys. A commitment to better scouting where all may participate, a commitment to better citizenship, and a commitment to be an example of leadership for all. We again seek your blessings on Jacob and Ethan and all their future endeavors. Walk with them wherever their lives may take them. Give each of them your strength, your compassion, your wisdom, and your love. And may all of us gathered here be committed to scouting's ideals, which instruct us to lead better lives. May we, like Ethan and Jacob and all the eagles that have traveled the path before them, always follow our own trails, discovering who we are by striving into the unknown. May you be with us all until we meet again. Amen.
A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.